morning, children. Welcome back to the class. Today, in science, we are going to revise lesson number 2. As we have revised lesson 1 in the last video, today we are going to revise lesson number 2. What is the topic? Yes, the topic of the lesson is safety. Yes, the topic of the lesson is safety. Safety is very important. Safety while playing, safety in doing things, isn't it? It is healthy to play and have fun. It is also excited to find out and do the things by yourself as the children. But you must follow some rules and regulations when you are playing or when you are doing things so that you will not get hurt. There are many subdivisions in this lesson. What are the rules or what are the safety rules you have to follow while in the house and outside the house and while playing? Okay, these are the subtopics. What are the rules we have to follow inside the house? We can look at the pictures just for your recall what we have learned. You should not play with the sharp edge things, for example knife. Okay, yes, you should not play around with sharp edge things like scissors or knife or blades. Do not play with matchsticks or try to light firecrackers on your own. You should not play with a matchstick or try to light firecrackers on your own. Next, never stick your fingers into electrical socket. Electrical socket is nothing but plug point. Never stick your fingers into electrical socket. If you by mistake you get into it, you may get a shock, bad shock. So do not touch the switches or the electricals machines with your wet hands. Okay, it may lead to shock. Next, do not leave your toys on the floor. You should not leave your toys after playing. You should keep it in the place where you have taken, because if you left like that, if you leave your toys like that, someone may trip and fall. Next, never take medicines on your own. Never take medicines on your own without consulting the doctors. You should not take medicines on your own. Next, do not climb onto the high shelf or window sills. High shelves or window sills. Do not climb onto high shelves. These are the rules you have to follow in the house, okay, as a children. You should not lean over railings. You should not lean over railings. And never open the door for a stranger. Never open the door for a stranger. Okay, there are 8 points you have to follow in the house. Okay, these are the 8 points you have to follow in the house. While you are there in your house, you should not touch, you should not play with the sharp things, you should not play with the matchstick or firecrackers on your own. Okay, you should never touch the switches or electrical appliance, and you should not leave your toys on the floor, and when someone without unknowingly will trip and fall. Never take medicines on your own, never without consulting the doctors. And do not climb onto high shelves or window sills. Do not lean over railings. And never open the door to a stranger. These are the rules you have to follow in the house. Next topic is what are the rules you have to follow outside the house, okay? What are the rules you had to follow outside the house? Follow the outside the houses. These are 6 points. Okay. While walking on the road, while walking on the road, you had to walk on the footpath. Walk on the footpath. You had to walk on the footpath. If there is no footpath, keep to the left of the road. There is no footpath, you had to keep to the left. And you should not go alone on the road. You had to go with your parents or your grandparents. Okay. Next, you had to follow the traffic lights. Remember, what is that traffic lights? Obey the traffic light. You had to follow or obey the traffic lights. Remember that red means stop and green means go. Okay. Use the zebra crossing. Use the zebra crossing to cross the road. Use the zebra crossing to cross the road. These are the rules you have to follow while going outside the house. In some roads, you do not have traffic lights or zebra crossing. On that time, what you have to do? You have to be very careful while crossing such type of roads. So you have to look at both the sides. Look at the right and then to the left and then to the right. And then you have to cross the road when the road is clear and there is no traffic. And afterwards you have to cross the road. And some busy roads have overbridges for people to walk across. Overbridges. Some roads have overbridges for people to walk across. Others have underground path. What is the underground path? It's called subways. Subways. Use these to cross the roads if there is no traffic lights. Some have overbridges and others have subways. And do not ride your bicycle on busy roads. Do not ride your bicycle on busy roads. Signal with your hand before turning. Before turning, you had to show signal with your hands. Afterwards, you had to turn. So before turning, you had to signal with your hand. And some roads cross railway tracks. Some roads have railway tracks, railway gates. And you have to be very careful while crossing the road. Check whether these gates are closed. These gates are closed. When you're crossing the road, you have to check whether these gates are closed. The gates at these crossings are closed when a train about to pass by. Never and ever try to cross the tracks when the gates are closed. Okay, never try to cross the tracks when the gates are closed. These are the signs. These are the traffic signs. You have to remember to keep the roads safe. These are the traffic signs. First one is no left turn. Second one is no right turn, no U-turn, no cycles, zebra crossing, no parking, no stopping, no entry, no cars, railway crossing. These are the traffic signs you have to remember. Keep it in the mind. Traffic signs. Okay. Next. While playing. Next topic. Next is while playing. What are the rules you have to follow while playing? Do not play near a busy road. When the roads are busy, full of traffic, you should not play. You should not play near a busy road. You should not play near a busy road. Do not push too hard while playing on the swings. Okay, when you're playing in the swings, you should not push too hard. Be careful on the seesaw also. When you're playing, if someone gets hurt, you should have to come and tell it to an adult. Tell an adult as soon as you can. Okay, immediately you have to tell to an adult if someone gets hurt when you are playing. Next point. Well, do not race with each other. Do not race with each other while going up or down the stairs. Okay, when you're moving on the steps, when you're climbing on the steps or coming down from the steps, you should never ever run or do not race with each other, and never push each other while getting into or out of a lift. Never push each other while getting into or out of a lift. And do not try to hold the lift door open with your hands. Do not try to hold the lift door open with your hands. These are the rules you have to follow when you are playing. And do not go for a swim on your own. As you are small kids, you should not go alone for a swim on your own. You have to go with your parents. And do not tease an animal or disturb a nest. Do not tease an animal or disturb a nest. You may get bitten or stung. Also, it is unkind to tease or throw stones at animals. Okay, you should not. It's also a living thing, so you should not disturb an animal or a nest of a bird. You have to be kind to the animals also. You have to be kind to animals. And do not taste the leaves or flowers or fruits of plants you do not know. Okay? Do not taste the leaves or flowers. Do not taste the leaves or flowers or fruit of a plants you do not know. Okay? These are the rules you have to follow while playing. Okay, as we have already known what are the 3 topics we have learned in this, revised in this lesson, is you had to follow some rules. It is healthy. You had to follow some rules. What are the rules you have to follow inside the house while you are inside the house, while you are playing, and while you are going out or outside the house. That's it for today, children. Learn all the points by points and write the questions for your homework. Write the questions. Learn the 3 points: inside the house, outside the house, and while playing. Write the points and submit in your WhatsApp group. Okay, point by point. Okay, that's it for today, children. Thank you.